toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida's offense will go on the attack first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football.
Turning it on. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Scanning the field is Kinsey. Makes the grab down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Quick step and go. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. Offense working from the pistol. They'll try the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
And they can't make the play on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Alabama's offense has its first opportunity of the day. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. And I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Hard running there. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Breaks into the open. Gives him the big stiff arm. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Catch in the middle, it's Bond. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone, and they punch this defense right in the mouth.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To grab. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to throw. It's Kinsey. Under fire. It's complete on the right side. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Gators decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. The coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Snags it quickly on the left. At midfield, he's got room. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Gets it out fast. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but Man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They've always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. The give on the inside. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quick release by the QB. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. Unloads quickly. Got it inside the 15. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. The Gators are rolling down the field. They'll run it on first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass, it's Kinsey. Oh, they're after him. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it and get what you can get. And then
touchdown, Gator! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you...
Oh, he found a space on the right. At the 30. He's at the touchdown, Crimson Tide. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Off-play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Clock ticks down, under 4 minutes to go in the half. Here's the give off the left side. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Snag in the middle. It's Hauser. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Kinsey. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got him downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Meadows. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the finish.
Will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gets the back moving. A little release to the back. Inside the 35. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Complete to start this drive. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. To throw, it's Kinsey. Catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets it fly. He's got it down the left side. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Using his legs, it's Rhodes. Breaks the tackle. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They're going to ride this running back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf.
Turning it on! He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That brings them to within 1. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Running into the open space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. We'll see if this dude can keep it rolling. You know, 3 Alabama running backs have won the Doak Walker for the best running back in the country. Derrick Henry, Najee Harris, Trent Richardson. Throw in Mark Ingram, who won a Heisman. He might be able to add his name to that illustrious list.
And we could still throw people in there too. Sean Alexander, we can go back even further. Alabama's always had great running backs. And when your name gets mentioned with those guys, you talk about puffing out your chest and knowing that you've had a day or a season.
He'll take a shot. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Going the other way, he's got room. And they'll get him down after a solid return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Got his man quickly. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop. And he's having a day.
Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Kinsey. He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and that's number 10. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And picking up the 1st down will be nice here, but also important. Get some cushion for the punt team. Grabbed over the middle. It's Vick. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Long way to go for this offense. 1st and 10 from their own 12. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling in the ground.
Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gets it out quickly. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. 1st down for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He wants it all. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball.
Touchdown Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the ground. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. Talked about a lot, unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pulls it, fires to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. To the air, it's Kinsey. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. The give to the tailback. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Give to the running back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time. Pulls it in down the sideline. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz. But because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 7-yard line. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Pulls and fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. He wants to throw it again. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun. Give on the inside. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Vick. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Turning it on. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Looking to throw, it's Kinsey. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Gators moving quickly to the line.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Lets it fly on the move. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Trying play action. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. That is no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Here's the pressure. It's complete to the right. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Looking for a man. It's Kinsey. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Hauser. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.